Let's watch this interview with this drug dealer who uses youth to sell drugs.
I have to say though, thank you for agreeing to talk to me. I know you're from the streets, and I know the streets is all about identity and not being seen. But I felt it was important that I talk to you because you're an older on the street and you know what's going on with the young people. And you're closer to them than me, although you're slightly older. And so you're still on the street.
I ain't on the street, fam. These youths are on the street for man. These youths are on the street moving the food for me, fam. I'm not on road, fam. I'm the man they come to. I don't need to be on road. What do I need to be on road for, fam?
So you get the young people to do.
Of course, fam. All it takes is a bit of encouragement. You get me? No youth wants no £7.20 hour job, fam. You get me? When I show them this, you get me? Like.
So basically, you use them because you don't want to get a bird, you don't want to get a jail time. So you take advantage of them and you manipulate them.
That's all it takes, fam.
How long does it take to make that kind of
Couple days, my G. Couple days. A man them are slaving away for a fucking paycheck when they can get this in a couple days, fam. Think about it, blood.
With a paycheck, you don't go to jail, and all the things that can happen to jail: get beat up, get bullied. You can't get stabbed in jail for beef. You can't get bullied for your canteen. You might end up committing suicide because people got bullied. Like when I was in jail, 3 people killed themselves. You know, 1 due to bullying and 2 due to their long sentences. You know, so you're only showing one side of the story. Forget to mention that part.
Yeah, but the young people see money.
Yeah?
And I guess you guys kind of glamorize that money.
Of course we glamorize it because we get it. Man gets dough out here, you get me?
So where do the young people fit into all of this?
They're easy targets, fam. You get me? They're easy targets. They don't want to be working no job, fam. In debt from uni and then fuckery. Man, just encourage them.
They also don't want to go jail, but because they haven't been jail yet, they ain't got no reference points. So basically, you use their ignorance. You've most probably been jail before when you were younger, before you started using people. So yeah, they just see the money. They see the nice trainers, the nice clothes, the vehicles, and so forth. And yeah, of course they don't want to work, and they want to do that because it's quick money. But when you're working and you're doing things legally, you can't go jail.
It's easy P to be made out here. Of course we glamorize it because we get it. Man gets dough out here, you get me?
So where do the young people fit into all of this?
They're easy targets, fam. You get me? They're easy targets. They don't want to be working no job, fam. In debt from uni and then fuckery. Man, just encourage them. There's easy P to be made out here. Push some pack.
You don't have to go to university. You can do many things. You can learn a trade. Yeah, become a plumber, become a electrician, become a plasterer, become a scaffolder. You don't have to go to university and get into debt. Someone can get a SIA badge. You know what I'm saying? And start doing security and so forth. You don't have to go to university to and get into debt. So, like, you care about that anyway.
You get me? Push some food. You get me?
So where do the young people fit into all of this?
They're easy targets, fam. You get me? They're easy targets. They don't want to be working no job, fam. In debt from uni and then fuckery. Man, just encourage them. There's easy P to be made out here. Push some packs, you get me? Push some food for man. And man will get that dough. Simple. It's not rocket science, my G.
And when you get double figures for Class A drugs, then what? When you get 10 years for doing hard drugs, yeah, and no one's visiting you, no one's sending you money apart from your mother, no one's writing you, then what? Like, be honest with them. If you're going to get them to do, obviously you're using them, so you're not going to be honest with them. Tell them the truth. Tell them, you're going to be doing double figures, yeah, and no one's going to visit you. All those 15 man you hang around with, you're not going to see them. You're not going to hear from them. You know what I'm saying? Your mum's gonna send you whatever little money she got, and she's the only one that's really gonna visit you. Like, just show the both sides of the story, but you're not, because you're using them, as you said.
So the young people coming up now have got to look out for people like you.
Not necessarily, because I look out for them. If I
You don't look out for them. You manipulate them and use them.
I target them. If I see a man is an easy target, man is targeting him because I know he's gonna get this P for me, and I know that he wants P.
But what's an easy target? You understand? Are you talking about any child?
Fam, no. You gotta look at the ends. You gotta look at what youths are growing up in single parent households. You gotta look at.
Do you hear this? Parents, I hope you're watching this. Your older brothers, I hope you're watching this. He's looking for vulnerable children, kids from single parent homes. That's why all this living this YOLO way of life, this YOLO kind of religion, you only live once and so forth. Like this, just me, myself, and I just do whatever I want and so forth, yeah. Everyone just sleeping with everyone else, you know what I'm saying? People just having one night stands with strangers and so forth. And kids coming from this, the guy running off, the girl raising the kid on her own, and all this stuff. Like, this ain't sustainable. This lifestyle of this me Instagram, TikTok lifestyle, yeah, of just everyone living, you know, there's no creator, there's no day of judgment, like, there's no right and wrong. Right and wrong is what I make it. Like, we live in an upside down world, man. And these, you know, when you don't have families and you just have like these predators out in society, you know, these kids that come from these single parent families and so forth, like, they just become victims, man. You know, like, I find it sad as a Muslim. I find like it's sad, yeah, that you've got these evil. This guy is evil. This guy is just he's an evil. He's also an idiot. Like, he's ignorant and arrogant, yeah, and evil. Like, you could just tell he has no remorse. He has not 1% of remorse of anything. No, that's why there has to be a creator. There has to be a creator. There has to be a judgment. There has to be a hell and a heaven. Because justice, not everyone gets their justice in this life. We all know. If you're from the ends, you know certain people that have murdered people. They haven't been held accountable. There's some people that have murdered more than one person and they haven't been held accountable, or stabbed certain people up for no valid reason, or, you know what I'm saying, shot someone for not a valid reason. Yeah. And they never got caught. They never went to jail. They just walk about freely, you know, carrying off their same abusive way. But anyway, let's get back to this.
What man's environment is, you get me? What man's parents are. Because I know he's going to get this P for me. And I know that he wants P.
But what's an easy target? You understand? Are you talking about any child?
Fam, no. You got to look at the ends. You got to look at what youths are growing up in single parent households. You got to look at what man's environment is. You get me? What man's parents are doing. Is man's parents a crackhead? Is man's parents on food? You get me? They're the easiest targets there because they're tainted. You get me? They got no other option. You get me?
Yeah.
So they're the easiest ones to target.
I'm hearing what you're saying. So you're saying
like you're making
vulnerable.
Nah, you're making it like the way you're making it sound.
Yeah.
It's like it's a hard thing, fam. This ain't hard, you know. Any one of these youths passing, man, can approach them, fam.
Yeah, but what if they?
Screw you, man. Screw you. You idiot. This man is actually studying them. He said, any kids. He said, no, you look out for the vulnerable ones, the ones single parent families, the ones that like parents are on drugs, the ones, you know what I'm saying, the single parent ones, like. You're just a piece of crap. You're just a piece of crap, man. You know, I hate these people for the sake of God. Like I'm not no perfect human being. I got my issues. I'm not, you know, no brilliant human. We all have our faults and stuff. People like this, but when your problems start affecting other people, yeah, you deserve whatever you get, man. This guy's just evil, man.
Target. You understand? Are you talking about any child?
Fam, no. You gotta look at the ends. You gotta look at what youths are growing up in single parent households. You gotta look at what man's environment is. You get me? What man's parents are doing. His man's parents are crackhead, his man's parents on food. You get me? They're the easiest targets there because they're tainted. You get me? They got no other option. You get me?
Yeah.
So they're the easiest ones to target, fam.
I'm hearing what you're saying. So you're saying
like you're making
vulnerable.
Nah, you're making it like the way you're making it sound.
Yeah.
It's like it's a hard thing, fam. This ain't hard, you know. Any one of these youths passing, man, can approach them, fam.
Yeah, but what if they were... Right, so you're saying that you could approach any youth, what, school age?
School age specifically, my G. Specifically. Like them early teen ages is the best age to catch them, fam. Man ain't going to school. You think man's putting on his uniform in the morning and saying, yeah, bye, man, I'm going to school. Nah, fam, he's coming to me and he's putting his tracksuit on and he's pedaling on the road, fam. You get me? Then he's going home after.
Like I said, parents, older brothers and sisters, I hope you're watching this, man. Like, these are what you call predators, man. There's evil individuals like this out there. You know what I'm saying? You know, and in this day and age, you offer people money, you know, good, like bad behavior is rewarded this time. So you give him money, you can get the trainers, you can get the clothes, you can get, you know, vehicles and stuff like that. Rather than going to school, sitting down, you know, listening to this and doing things the proper way. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's learning a trade, whether it's trying to set up their own business, whether it's, you know, like I said, getting a badge to do a course. Like these shortcuts will get them instant cash, but it will also get them in jail. Also, you know, get them into beef with moving with the wrong people and gangs fights and all this kind of stuff. He has no sympathy, no empathy, no remorse, nothing. This guy's just evil, man.
School, it's saying, yeah, mum, I had a good day at school. Get me?
So,
or on the flip side now, you got the mums that want to question man for not working.
Go on.
So on the flip side now, you got the mums questioning their youths why they're not working. Where's my rent? Where's this? Where's that? If he's just dashing a little $5 on the table, you think she's asking questions? You think she's gonna say, "Oh, where'd you get that money?"
And that's a problem. If the mums, I know the vast majority of mums, yeah, from council estates and stuff, they're good. Like they're not like this. They're hard workers. They're either working like 1, 2, 3 jobs. You know what I'm saying? They're always at work, either working, yeah. Um, and they're either always at work, they're always either always out at work, or they're at home always cleaning up, you know, bathing the kids or making them a meal and this, that, and the other. Yes, you know what I'm saying? Like, people shouldn't really be having like kids outside of marriage and this, that, and the other and so forth. And just like, you know, like just having these one night stands everywhere and creating kids and so forth. And yeah, getting pregnant with a stranger or from someone, you know, like getting pregnant by someone, you're responsible, ain't it? You're responsible because you are a human being, and you are, you know, you may not be an adult, but if you're gonna be having sexual relationships, you should be responsible for your own body. Yeah, so really, a woman shouldn't be letting just, you know, man impregnate her. You know, knowing that most of these guys are just living this YOLO lifestyle, this YOLO religion of just, you know what I'm saying, sleep around, you know, with bare different girls, and she knows that responsibility, sacrifice, being a father isn't part of that life. So yeah, if you're with this guy that you met at a club or I don't know whatever, and what happened, you get impregnated, it is your fault. But generally the mothers that do get pregnant and so forth, which they shouldn't, yeah, they do generally try to look after their kids and work and this, that, and the other and so forth. But that's the problem when you're married and you have kids and things like that. Um, then have to be the father. You have to be the father and the mother, and you're either always working or you're at home, yeah, always cleaning and stuff, and the kids are left in front of a tablet or pad or phone, you know, and raised by music videos. But yeah, the mothers that are endorsing this are supporting their kids that are the minority of mothers that like who take the money from the drug because your kid's not working, what I'm saying, or not earning this money legally. Yeah, they're at fault to blame as well, you know, and you're to blame when your kid goes jail, you know, and ends up getting beaten up in jail or stabbed up in jail, bullied in jail, or even committing suicide in jail if you facilitated the behavior.
Yeah, but what if they were... Right, so you're saying that you could approach any youth, what, school age?
School age specifically, my G. Specifically. Like them early teen ages is the best age to catch them, fam. Man ain't going to school. You think man's putting on his uniform in the morning and saying, yeah, bye, man, I'm going to school. Nah, fam, he's coming to me and he's putting his tracksuit on and he's pedaling on the road, fam. You get me? Then he's going home after school. He's saying, yeah, mum, I had a good day at school. You get me? So, or on the flip side now, you got the mums that want to question man for not working.
Go on.
So on the flip side now, you got the mums questioning their youths why they're not working. Where's my rent? Where's this? Where's that? If he's just dashing a little $5 on the table, you think she's asking questions? You think she's gonna say, "Oh, where'd you get that money from?" She don't care. She's got her $5. She's nice. Get me? This is the reality of the road, fam.
So the reality of the road is that some of the parents know their children.
Of course they. Come on. Well, you think all these youths on the road? You think their parents don't? You think some of their parents don't know? They know what they're doing. They know the consequences. You get me? But if they...
But what about you? You've been on the road so long. What about you and your family? Do you have any children?
What about me and my family? I got youths. Man, look after my youths nice because I get this P, fam.
Wow, my man's a dad. My man's a dad. So say someone did that to your child now. Say someone groomed and was a predator on your child now. Say someone got your child hooked on heroin, yeah. Then what? Imagine your child became a heroin addict, yeah. How would you feel? But that's what I'm saying. The road, yeah, and the street, yeah. It's just got double standards. When you're on road, you rationalize anything. For example, you come from a council estate, you might see richer people, you might see business people coming home, on a train or whatever, or tube or something with their, businessmen and stuff, and you might say, yeah, I come from a single parent family, you know what I'm saying? Where is it? I live in an estate that the lifts are filled with urine, there's like pee in the lifts, there's spit on the buttons, of the lift and that stuff like that. Half the time it's not working. You can rationalize anything. Can you say, well, so it's okay to rob this businessman? Maybe he come from a two-parent family, or maybe he inherited a business from his father. So you rationalize anything when you come from the ends. But wrong is wrong and right is right. You know what I'm saying? Just because someone else, didn't come from a single-parent family or come from the ends or their father didn't run away, or they didn't come from a hard life, doesn't give you the right to rob them. What's theirs is theirs. You know what I'm saying? Because then you could just say, okay, if someone's from a council estate and they're worse off, they're worse off than someone else in a council estate, they can run from them. It's wrong is wrong. You can't take people's stuff. You can't abuse people just because you're in a hard situation. But that's what you do on road. On road, you rationalize anything. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want it to happen to your family. I can't believe this guy's a father. And he has no heart, has no remorse, no rahma, mercy. Like, it's just me.
Get me? This is the reality of the road, fam.
So the reality of the road is that some of the parents know their children.
Of course they do. Come on. Well, you think all these youths on the road, you think their parents don't, you think some of their parents don't know? They know what they're doing. They know the consequences. You get me? But if they...
But what about you? You've been on the road so long. What about you and your family? Do you have any
What about
children?
me and my family? I got youths. Man, look after my youths nice because I get this P, fam.
So what happens if somebody tried to use your child?
That will never happen, fam. Never. You see this? Trust me, fam. It's not gonna happen. No knives involved. This is gonna happen. You get me? That's what's gonna happen.
Oh, so it's okay. Oh, so you're special. Oh, so you're royalty. Oh, so you can mash up everyone's youths and stuff, and you can get a bunch of youths like selling drugs and so forth and that. But if someone does it to your youth, yeah, someone does it to your kid, your loved youth and so forth, yeah, you're gonna shoot them. That's what I'm saying. When you're on road, you justify anything. So I'm special. My kid is special. If anyone mess with them, I'm gonna kill them. But I'm allowed to do it to other people's kids because they are beneath me. They are lower than me. They are not worth 1% of what I am. And look, this guy, he could be. You can't see him, but he's supposed to be 30, 40. How you're gonna keep on shotting drugs till you're 60 years old? At some stage, that money's gonna stop, and then what you're gonna do? You're gonna be screwed. You're gonna be screwed because you haven't learnt no skills, yeah. Like you must be making this fast money for a certain amount of time, for a few decades. Just that's all you've been doing. So when it actually gets cut off properly, yeah, you're just gonna end up like most probably doing petty crimes and going in and out of jail, or or even big crimes and just going in and out of jail in your 50s, 60s, or wherever, because you can't shop drugs forever. You'll eventually get caught. Anyone that does crime, guy in jail is part of it. If you're doing big moves, whether that's robberies, whether it's smash and grabs, whether it's food or something, in time, even if you get away with it at first, there comes a time when you go in and out of jail.
Well, you think this is all? You think this is La La Land, fam? You think this is all playthings?
You've been on the road so long. What about you and your family? Do you have any children?
What about me and my family? I got youths. Man, look after my youths nice because I get this P, fam.
So what happens if somebody tried to use your child?
That will never happen, fam. Never. You see this? Trust me, fam. It's not gonna happen. No knives involved. This is gonna happen. You get me? That's what's gonna happen. Well, you think this is all? You think this is La La Land, fam? You think this is all playthings?
Yeah.
This is real shit, you know.
I'm hearing what you're saying.
Anyone trying to approach my youth? Nah, fam. Never. They're not even at that age yet, but still, they're never gonna get trapped because man's gonna make enough P to get them out of this shit, fam. To get them out of this environment. You get me?
So what about you though? You just kind of intend to do this for as long as possible.
What the fuck is wrong with what I'm doing, fam?
Because you're involving.
No, but tell me what, fam. To get them out of this environment. You get me?
Wait a minute. He said they're not at that age yet, but so they can't get influenced. Yeah, but whatever age you choose to start grooming people, predating people, people might start trying much younger. So just because you start at a certain age, which I don't know, this guy ain't even got a conscience, but you might choose a certain age. Yeah, say someone gets your child really, really young, and maybe it's not even drugs, maybe it's sex. Say someone sexually abuses your child because you're doing drugs, you're using them to sell drugs, you're manipulating them to use drugs, you're mashing up their life. Yeah. Even if they get a bit of money from it. But say someone tries to sexually abuse your child. Yeah. Then what? You know, this guy just.
So what about you though? You just kind of intend to do this for as long as
Fam, what the
possible?
fuck is wrong with what I'm doing, fam?
Because you're involving.
No, but tell me what I'm doing is wrong. Tell me what am I doing that's wrong, fam?
What you're doing is you're entrapping young people to do your work.
Yeah? What? Because man don't want to go jail, fam. What, you think man want to sit in a bin?
That's what's wrong with it. You're using other people's kids and their vulnerability and their innocence, yeah, and you're mashing them up because you're selfish and you don't want to go to jail. You don't want to work. You don't want to work. So everyone else that comes across your path, you mash them up. You manipulate their kids. You abuse their kids. You entice their kids and mash them up because you can't be bothered to work or you can't be bothered. You know what I'm saying? Because you're just lazy or you're just selfish. What's wrong with what I'm doing? Like you said, if anyone does that to their son, you're going to kill them. You're going to kill them because you feel that they're doing something wrong to your child. So what do you mean? You know what you're doing is wrong.
Anyone trying to approach my youth? Yeah. Nah, fam, never. They're not even at that age yet, but still, they're never going to get trapped because man's going to make enough pee to get them out of this shit, fam, to get them out of this environment. You get me?
So what about you though? You just kind of intend to do this for as long as possible.
What the fuck is wrong with what I'm doing, fam?
Because you're involving.
No, but tell me what I'm doing is wrong. Tell me what am I doing that's wrong, fam?
What you're doing is you're entrapping young people to do your work.
Yeah? What? Because man don't want to go jail, fam. What, you think man want to sit in a bin? If man can get 5 youngers to peddle food for man, and I avoid jail, fam, what? That's a win-win, blood. It's a win-win.
Evil parents, older brothers, older sisters. I hope you're watching this. Please share this video. You know what I'm saying? You can see the title of the video. Booming young people is big business to this man. Yeah, mate. The guy that made this video. Thank you for making this video, guys. Sit your kids down and show them this, man. Like, this guy is just a nasty piece of work. This man just needs to get bust up, man. That's it. That's all that needs to happen to this guy. He just needs to get broken up, man. You know. Like, if I have 5 kids, I just want 5 of people's kids, you know, young kids who most would be in their early teens, you know what I'm saying, to shop for me. So they can make me money. If they get caught, they can go jail. And I just live my nice life.
They come to me, you get me? They drop the pee.
This for as long as possible.
What the fuck is wrong with what I'm doing, fam?
Because you're involving.
No, but tell me what I'm doing is wrong. Tell me what am I doing that's wrong, fam?
What you're doing is you're entrapping young people to do your work.
Yeah? What? Because man don't want to go jail, fam. What, you think man want to sit in a bin? If man can get 5 youngers to peddle food for man, and I avoid jail, fam, what? That's a win-win, blood. It's a win-win. They come to me, you get me? They drop the pee, they get more food, and they go about their business. Well, like, what? There's no risk. The only risk is if anyone's gonna snitch. But fam, I showed you what I've got in my pocket. You get me? That's the consequences.
This is, you know. I know this thing is happening. It upsets me when I talk to you about it, face, because it makes it more real. But you know, our young people are dying on the streets now. You know what I mean? They're dying on the streets.
There's young people dying everywhere, fam. Look how many people are getting shanked every day, shot every day, fam.
What do you say about that?
What do I say about?
Yeah, but you're the one that's doing it. You're the one who's doing it. Okay, there's people dying every day, but you're responsible for it. What? So because it's happening to other people, then you have to be responsible. So basically, like how's that responsibility? Okay, there's people committing suicide every day. You gonna commit suicide? There's people, you know, that are becoming homeless every day. It's unfortunate, but you're the one causing people to go jail, causing people to get hooked on drugs. You talk about it like you're some unresponsible person who's not involved in it. He's not contributing to it.
And that's the way the road is. The only risk is if anyone's gonna snitch. But fam, I showed you what I've got in my pocket. You get me? That's the consequences.
This is, you know, I know this thing is happening. It upsets me when I talk to you about it, face it, because it makes it more real. But you know, our young people are dying on the streets now. You know what I mean? They're dying on the streets.
There's young people dying everywhere, fam. Look how many people are getting shanked every day, shot every day, fam.
What do you say about that?
What do I say about that? That's the way the road is. What? Like, what if man's gonna rob one of my youths? I'm gonna tell him, fam, you go and get your P back, blood. You go and get your drugs back. You get me? Do whatever you have to do. If they need help with that, obviously man's gonna provide, fam. Simple.
Wow.
Fam, you laugh, blood. This ain't no joke.
I'm not even laughing at
no joke,
I'm not laughing at disrespect. I'm laughing because I'm shocked that.
I don't like how the way this guy's talking to this interviewer. His interview is obviously trying to shed light on this thing, and he's talking to him like a chief. And the guy's older. I'm sure the guy's either his age or a bit older. No, he's older. He said he's older. Yeah, don't talk to him like that. How are you talking to him like that? That's what I'm saying, man. There's people in this world, yeah. There's people in this world, yeah. That's why you have to get as far away from the road, yeah. That they have no respect. They have no respect for their elders. They have no respect, for anything, yeah. And they you can't talk man like man deserves a backslap, bro. How you talking to man like that? Man's interviewing you like, cool, you're on the road or whatever and stuff, but the way you're talking to him and stuff, and it's like some bully tactics. It's some aggressive. Nah, man. You know what I'm saying? When you're in jail, you can't talk to people like that. The way you're talking to this guy, it's disrespectful. The guy's not kind of like he's no road man or no bad man. He's someone who lives in a community, mostly lives on the ends and so forth. He's concerned. He's trying to shed light. You've agreed to do this interview for him, and you're talking to him like he's a piece of crap. You know. You're talking. He wasn't even laughing. The guy is in he's not in disbelief, but he's just shocked by your lack of remorse and your lack of humanity and your lack of so forth. And you're talking to him like you're being aggressive and bullying, like using bullying aggressive language. You need some respect, man.
It works that way. So we're
tell him, fam, you go and get your P back, blood. You go and get your drugs back. You get me? Do whatever you have to do. If they need help with that, obviously man's gonna provide, fam. Simple.
Wow.
Fam, you laugh, blood. This ain't no joke.
I'm not even laughing at
no joke, fam.
I'm not laughing at disrespect. I'm laughing because I'm shocked that it works that way. So we're looking at these young people thinking they're getting into trouble, where all the time there is.
Fam,
I don't want to say it like this, but there are people like you out there, and I've known you for a long time. There are people like you out there that are basically recruiting them.
Fam, listen, yeah. These youths ain't got dads, fam. They look up to me, fam. If you want to put it like that, I'm a role model to these youths, fam.
This is a very important point that he's saying. Like, even though this is an arrogant, ignorant, fool, he's making a valid point. He made a valid point, yeah. That's why whoever says something, they could be a hater, they could be an evil person, whatever. You listen and you filter out the crap from the good. He's made two points that we all need to pay attention to about the mothers, the vulnerable mothers that are, had kids like out of wedlock and stuff like that. And what happens is that basically, they're really struggling and stuff like that, and some of them, break down, and end up taking the money, you know what I'm saying, of their kids when they're selling drugs, and they don't stop their kids from selling the drugs, even though this is a minority, and they facilitate it. They allow their kids to come in, with the latest clothes and the trainers and stuff, knowing they're not working and stuff. And sometimes the kid might put some money down, and they don't stop him or threaten to punish him or so forth. And also about the fathers, like he's saying here, because the kids ain't got a father, they don't have a blueprint of what it's like to be a man. Imagine a son. When a son has a father and he sees him in the morning leave, in his you know, whether it's his retail uniform for whatever job he's working, you know, and he sees him leave in the morning and come back at night time, you know, or in the evening, or, you know, imagine a son's got an electrician or a plumber or or a plasterer as a dad, and he goes along with him on jobs, and he sees him, you know, like leave in the morning, they go to the site, they start doing work, fixing things and so forth, and then coming back, you know, and obviously, you know, he sees his dad making money and so forth, and his dad fixing things on sites and stuff like that. You know, it gives you kind of, or if your dad owns a shop or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's different levels, you know what I'm saying? Like, he could just be doing a retail jobs, working like at Tesco's or Sainsbury, but he sees him leave in the morning, you know, tidy, clean everything, come back, his uniform's a bit disheveled and stuff like that, comes back tired and so forth. He learns what it's like to be a man, you know? Or if his dad owns a shop, he like fixes up, gets all the stock out in the morning, he fills all the shelves and this, that, and the other and so forth. You know, he learns what it's like to work hard and so forth. So when he's out with his friends, you know, and he's like done up the shop with his dad in the morning and stuff, he's not quick to break someone's window or quick to, you know what I'm saying, steal someone's bike, or quick to do this because he's learned how to sacrifice, you know. So the whole thing is that he's making some points that we all need to look out for, like what he said about, you know, kids that don't have fathers, you know.
There is, I don't want to say it like this, but there are people like you out there, and I've known you for a long time. There are people like you out there that are basically recruiting them.
Fam, listen, yeah, these youths ain't got dads, fam. They look up to me, fam. If you want to put it like that, I'm a role model to these youths, fam. You get me? Who else are they going home to, fam? What other male figures have they got to help them, fam? You tell me, innit?
So if we're looking to change anything on the streets, if we're looking to change anything for these young people, you're saying that this is the way it is, this is how it goes.
I'm not saying that, fam. I'm saying to you that these youths are easy targets and they can get easy P if they want to live that life, fam. Man ain't gonna force no youth to do what he don't want to do, innit? But man's never ever had a youth tell me no when I introduce him this life. Never had a youth say no to me, fam.
You just contradict yourself. You said you ain't gonna force no youth to do anything, yeah? But then you went on to say when you introduced him to it. So you approached him. You've approached them because, like you said, okay, you didn't force them, but you introduced them to it. That means you offered them something, you know? And you said, like, you said before, like, you think I can't talk to any of these youth here? Like you said, any of these youth that are passing me by what? You think I can't get them to sell drugs? You said that earlier, or something similar to that, meaning that these youths, if you show them the money, you know, they're gonna take it.
Because he wants that P. That these youths are easy targets and they can get easy P if they want to live that life, fam. Man ain't gonna force no youth to do what he don't want to do, innit? But man's never ever had a youth tell me no when I introduce him this life. Never had a youth say no to me, fam. Because he wants that P. You get me? When he sees on the first day he's making $1,000, fam. What?
So it's all about the money. So everything that's happening on the streets is all about making easy
money, fam. It's as simple as that, fam.
And if the young people don't want to, all right, I'm going to give you a scenario. If a young person owes you some money, what then? Because they're young, they don't know what they've got
themselves into. They best get that P, fam. This is what I'm saying to you. I let them know the consequences, fam. Like, I'm not letting them go into this blind. If you're working for me and you fuck up, you lose P, you get robbed, you best get that back. Best get that back. Simple. You best get that back, or whew. You get me? As simple as that, fam. You don't go into any business and not know that there's risks to it. You get me?
There's consequences.
And at the end of the day, there's risks anyway, fam.
So I spend my time telling young people that there's another way.
They ain't fucking listening to you, fam. They ain't listening to you, fam. You can try and inspire these youths all you want.
There you have it.
You can try and talk to them. You can try and do your little YouTube videos, fam. They ain't fucking listening, blood. They want that money, innit? They want that P, fam.
And there's no way this is gonna change.
The sad thing is, yeah, the average plumber, electrician, scaffolder, tradesman, yeah, makes much more money than the average, not that average, because the vast majority of people in council estates don't shot drugs or ain't criminals and so forth. Like, that's one out of every maybe couple hundred, yeah, like, and so forth. But the point is that the average electrician, plumber, or scaffolder, on a yearly basis, you take the average roadman, take 10 roadman, yeah, take 10 roadman from the ends or whatever and so forth, and then get like 10, like I said, wherever, electricians, plumbers, scaffolders. You put the money they make yearly, monthly and yearly, yeah, next to each other. It doesn't compare. The man that are tradesmen make much more money. One, because they're disciplined. They wake up in the morning, they go out early, they come back in the evening, yeah, or whatever, or afternoon, depending on what job they're doing. And like, they have contracts, they have discipline, they have, schedules and so forth. The average roadman who's shotting drugs and this, that, and the other and so forth, yeah. First of all, they don't treat it like work, yeah, and I'm not saying they should, yeah, but they wake up like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, bun a spliff, goes like social media, maybe what some music videos, whatever and so forth, and there's no really real discipline to their life. It's not, they're not making as much money as a tradesman or any of these people, because they got no structure, they got no schedule, they got no shifts. It's just I'm shotting drugs. Half the time they're smoking the stuff that they're selling and so forth, and they do it lackadaisical, like, and so forth. So in reality, there's more people that are working. There's more people who are working and making more money than people on road, whether that be doing robberies and stuff, because obviously you go jail as well. Also, a person has no plan. They don't have no real plan to it. No one is really organized. There's very few people who are criminals that are really organized, disciplined, and doing a thing like a business or a job and so forth. So the reality is, most people who are working, even people that work in retail at Tesco's and Sainsbury's and so forth, if you take over a year, a person who's working at Tesco's, Sainsbury's, Superdrug, Foot Locker, JD or so forth, and you take the money over a year of what a roadman does and so forth, yeah, the person who's working retail is making more money than a roadman. The roadman goes jail. The roadman, isn't organized and decided. They're not structured, and I'm not saying they should be structured. I'm saying, and I don't think they should be organized, and I don't believe they should do it like a business, because it's wrong. Yeah, I believe it's immoral. Yeah. But the whole thing is that most people on road are not making more money yearly, yeah, than people that are working and stuff.
I ain't changing. You can try and inspire these youths all you want.
There you have it.
You can try and talk to them. You can try and do your little YouTube videos, fam. They ain't fucking listening, blood. They want that money, innit? They want that P, fam.
And there's no way this is gonna change.
I ain't changing. I'm gonna keep. You think I'm the only one who does this, fam? You think it's just me? You're mad.
You are going to change. You're not going to be shotting drugs when you're 50 or 60 years old. You're going to change. The system will force you to change. The system is going to make you change. You're not going to be, shotting drugs at 50 and 60 years old. You're going to get too old for this. And then you're going to have to find another way, And the dangerous thing is, the longer you don't learn other skills and so forth to make money and so forth, the longer when it does get cut off, then you're going to become desperate. and then you're gonna either end up begging people, you're gonna end up doing crazy moves, trying to rob secure vans or so forth, and you're gonna get some big birds. You know what I'm saying? Because you're most probably gonna use weapons, and with a gun, it's like 10 years upwards. So anyway, you are going to change whether you like it or not.
Try and inspire these youths all you want. There you have it. You can try and talk to them. You can try and do your little YouTube videos, fam. They ain't fucking listening, blood. They want that money, innit? They want that P, fam.
And there's no way this is gonna change.
I ain't changing. I'm gonna keep. You think I'm the only one that does this, fam? You think it's just me? You're mad. I thought you knew better, fam. You must think it's just me out here, blood. There's a team of us, There's a team of us, fam. And it's easy. It's easy.
There's a team of older men out there being predators and grooming younger kids. There's a team of older men, manipulating and luring in younger, vulnerable, naive, innocent kids.
I have to say that I'm a little bit disturbed at this interview.
Bro, you can be disturbed all you want. This is the facts of life.
Yeah, I'm a little bit disturbed at this.
South London, East London, North London, fam. This is all happening, fam. It don't matter what part of London. It don't even have to be London, fam. This is the way it is
with the young people.
Get me? No, there ain't no such thing as a legitimate grind, fam. No one's making no pay off no legitimate life. Especially
you're chatting rubbish. There are scaffolders, electricians and plumbers that are rich. There's taxi drivers that are rich. Like, what are you talking about? You're chatting rubbish. What do you mean there's not legitimate grinds? That just proves you never worked. What an idiot. This guy's dumb times a million.
You're mad. I thought you knew better, fam. You must think it's just me out here, blood. There's a team of us, There's a team of us, fam. And it's easy. It's easy.
I have to say that I'm a little bit disturbed at this interview.
Bro, you can be disturbed all you want. This is the facts of life.
Yeah, I'm a little bit disturbed at this.
South London, East London, North London, fam. This is all happening, fam. It don't matter what part of London. It don't even have to be London, fam. This is the way it is
with the young people.
Get me? No, there ain't no such thing as a legitimate grind, fam. No one's making no pay off no legitimate life. Especially from where we're from.
I'm gonna have to shut this interview off because it's kind of distressing me a little bit, as the truth does. And I just hope you get something from it, because my man's saying that things ain't gonna change on the streets, but I firmly believe it's all gonna change. You can go past. I firmly believe things are gonna change on the road, and that's why I work so hard with these young people.
You can think what you like. You can have as much positive energy as you want about this thing, fam. The reality is, this is happening and it ain't changing. You get me?
Shut this off.
This guy's just evil. This guy is just evil. But as he grows up, as his son grows up and so forth, he's going to have tests, he's going to have trials. He may end up in jail doing like double figures and so forth. I just hope his child doesn't get caught up, Like, his child's not responsible for what his father does, but yeah, it's just sick. It's just sick. Anyway, if you thought this video was beneficial, subscribe, like the video and share it. The original video is called Grooming Young People in Big Business. Grooming Young People is Big Business, as you can see at the top. And yeah, the channel is Freedom. Yeah. But also I said, like, My channel is Council State Life. Yeah, subscribe to it, like the video, share it if you can. If you feel it's beneficial, if you don't. You know, I'm not trying to reach everyone. I'm just trying to reach the people, you know, who this kind of affects and so forth. Anyway, thanks for watching. Peace out. See you later.